Hello, Brand class. We are subtracting mixed numbers here. The first example we'll start with is 2 3/4 minus 1/4. Now, just like adding mixed numbers, you can start by just subtracting the fractional parts and then dealing with the whole. This is a pretty easy one. I'm just going to show you on a model what this looks like. I'm going to make 2 wholes, 1, 2 wholes, and then 3/4 of another whole. So if I shade this in, let me get another color. This is a picture of 2 3/4, and I'm subtracting 1/4 away. To show subtraction, we just cross out 1/4, and you can see that I'm left with 2 wholes and 2/4. 2 2/4. So you can also stack this 2 3/4 minus 1/4, and it's easy to just do 3/4 minus 1/4 is 2/4, and then 2 wholes minus 0 wholes is 2 wholes, 2 2/4. Okay, so that's an easy one. Sorry, you can't see that. This is an easy one. If you are subtracting a fraction that is less than the fraction you have with your larger number. But let's get a little more complex on the next page. So now we have 2 1/4 minus 3/4. If I stack this and you try to take 3/4 away from 1/4, you cannot do that. You do not have enough fourths in this top number to subtract 3/4 away. So let's look at this on a fraction bar model. So I'll make 2 wholes and then 1/4 of another whole. Divide that into 4 sections and shade one of them. So this is 2 wholes and 1/4. So if I'm trying to take 3/4 away, I only have 1/4 here. I can't take 3/4 away. So what I need to do is I need to use one of these other wholes and get some fourths out of that. So right now that's 1 whole, that's 1 whole, and this is 1/4. So 2 wholes and 1/4. But each of these wholes can also be divided into fourths. 1 whole is also 4/4. So now if I shade that in as well, this is still 2 1/4, but now I've taken this whole and divided it into 4/4. So now this is 4/4. So now I have 1 whole and 4/4 plus 1/4. I have 1 whole and 5/4. So really thinking of this as 1 whole and 5/4. Well, I can definitely do that. I can take 3/4 away from 5/4. Watch, and take 3/4 away. 1, 2, 3. Do you see 5/4 minus 3/4 is 2/4? I have 2 1/4 left. And I only have 1 whole because I took one of these 2 wholes and I made it into 4/4. So 1 whole minus 0 wholes is 0 wholes. So, or 1 minus 0 is 1. So I have 1 2/4 remaining. Well, let me show you this on a number line as well so you can picture it another way. 2 1/4 would be right here on the number line because within each whole I've split the number line into 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. So each tick mark is 1/4. So I start with 2 1/4 and I'm subtracting 3/4. Subtract 1, 2, 3/4. And I end up here, which is 1 2/4, which is what I got here and what I got with that model as well. So when you have a fraction that you're trying to subtract that is larger than this fractional part here, you're going to need to work a little bit harder. You're going to need to take one of these wholes and turn it into fractions so you have enough fractional parts to subtract that 3/4. Let's do one more. With this one, I just wanted to show the situation if you have different denominators. Now, you already know that you cannot add or subtract fractions with different denominators. So before we go any further, we have to convert these fractions to the same denominator. Now, that's another video, that's another topic, but you will know that 5 and 3, their common multiple is 15. So I'm going to convert these fractions into 15ths. Okay, so again, I'm not going to talk about how to do this in this video. That's another topic, but 3 1/5 is the same as 3 3/15. 1 2/3 is the same as 1 10/15. So again, if we stack these here, 3 3/15 and 1 10/15, you can see that I can't take 10/15 away from 3/15. I don't have enough. So that's why I'm going to need to take one of these wholes and turn it into 15ths. So let me make my picture here. 1, 2, 3 wholes and 3/15. So there. Now I have to divide these into 15ths. There we go. You can't really see that one there, so I'll put that there. And now I have 3 wholes and 3/15. 1, 2, 3/15. Okay. If I take away 10/15, I don't have enough. So I need to make 15ths out of this as well. This is 1 whole, this is 1 whole, and this is 1 whole. So here are my 3 wholes. But to get more 15ths, I'm going to have to turn this into 15ths as well. So it's no longer going to be a whole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, 15ths. If you're doing this with pencil, it'll be a little easier to see, and you can make the boxes bigger than I'm using here. So this is no longer a whole. This is 15/15, which is the same as a whole. So now I have 15/15 from this whole and 3/15 from before. 15 plus 3, that's 18/15. So now instead of 3 3/15, I have 2 18/15. Now I can subtract vertically here. 18 minus 10 should give me 8/15, and 2 wholes minus 1 whole should be 1. It should be 1 8/15, but let's use the diagram to show that. It's going to be really tough to X out here, but I'm taking 10/15 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I took my 10/15 away. Now I have to take my 1 whole away. And what am I left with? I'm left with 1 whole and how many 15ths? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, 1 whole and 8/15 are left. Let's do this on a number line. Now on my number line, I am not going to make 15 sections in each hole. That's just going to be really tricky to see, or maybe I should to make it clear for you. I will. Phew, I did. Okay, so I have 15 sections in each hole. So 3 3/15 would be this third tick mark here. And if I'm trying to take 10/15 away, I think I'm going to use a pen so I can get a little bit more detail here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've subtracted 10/15 here, which gets me to 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 2 and 8/15. But I also have to take away that 1 whole. So if I make a jump all the way back, 1 whole, that would be the same as 15/15, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right there. jump back a whole. So from 2 and 8/15, back a whole would be 1 and 8/15. Did I do that correctly? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8/15. Very good. Okay. So a few ways to show this. When you have a larger fraction here that you're trying to subtract from a smaller fraction, you need to get more of those fractional pieces from one of those wholes. So I took my 3 wholes and I used one of those wholes and I turned it into 15ths. Then that gave me 18/15 altogether. Then I could subtract 10 from there. I subtracted 10 from the 18/15. I subtracted the 1 whole, which left me 1 whole and 8/15. Remember, the good thing about these videos is that you can pause, rewind, rewatch to make sure that you understand clearly.